on, let's go, boy.
I completely forgot that we were even going to do this movie.
Sorry.
And thank you, Chris.
Sorry, my bad. Because I hit record right when
check out MC Triggerfinger over here.
Hey,
anyway.
these just started, and like 2 seconds later, he's like, "Don't start."
But no, don't worry about it. No, seriously, because at least we're on topic here. I legit forgot that we were even doing this movie, and it was like I would not have known if D did not send all them damn video clips into the group chat, and I was like, "Oh,
do you know that's why I do that? I do that.
I can appreciate that.
I do that just in case because Chris will fuck up and forget. I'm like, I better put up a clip.
And the problem, I did it last time.
Do you know how many podcasts that you and Era saved without even knowing it? Yo, dude, yo, D, did you see the dummy?
Not even that. Like it's like the last time I did that. I did it for when we initially were supposed to do Airborne. Yes, folks, we're doing Airborne for 90s Extreme Month or whatever and stuff. I was literally on my IG posting up videos from the movie and stuff, and just laughing at stuff, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, I remember this movie!" And then it didn't happen, and then everybody was like, "Oh man, when you guys gonna do Airborne?" And it's like,
why? Eris, why?
Why are you asking me?
Why do people like this movie?
I don't know.
It's the rollerblading. It's the rollerblading. It is the rollerblading. It literally is the rollerblading.
Okay,
hold on. Minute.
No, let me tell you something, Chris. It's not just the rollerblading. Let's really take in the inspiration to City Escape from Sonic Adventure 2, which was the downhill. Which was the freaking downhill death battle. When I saw this, I said, "This, you know what? The music, of course, made this shit like 10 times more intense, like unnecessarily intense than it needed to be." And so I said, "You know what? We need some happy shit." So I just threw the headphones on and I just started playing City Escape, and I'm like, "Holy shit!" Real talk, guys. Anyone who remembers or is curious about this movie, Airborne, go to that death battle scene at the end of the movie and just throw on City Escape and just listen and just let the music play. It fits.
This is a movie that like you trip and fall over when you're like channel surfing. That's kind of how I ended up finding out about this movie.
Oh yeah, this
because
is
I was on cable and I was just, it was funny. I was channel surfing, no bullshit, and I came upon the final race. And I was like, "Oh, the hell is this?" And you're watching it, and you're like,
I think I did too when I was like 14 or something. Like I was turning channels, and I just.
Now this is what happens when it's like Sunday afternoon. It's like 3:30, like 3:34 o'clock. You just happen to you turn to HBO. You're like, I've seen this movie before. You turn to Showtime. Three Ninjas Knuckle Up. Turn to the movie channel. Rollerblades. What's this? And then then the best part, you see three of them are about to get freaking street pizza by a damn car because they're rollerblading into it, and then you go, whoa, okay, let's see where this goes. The music is all intense and shit. Like, let's see where this goes.
I like to point out, like, when you look at this movie, right? This is Jack Black's first movie.
It is.
Well, second movie technically, but really is,
at
least for me,
it's definitely a second movie.
His second movie, but like in terms of major movies, this is kind of technically a major movie. His first major movie, a little bit.
No, because he was in Neverending Story.
Well, Neverending Story was after this.
I see. That's what I was. That was my second question, Chris. Was which came out first, this or Neverending Story?
It was this. Then he did Neverending Story.
Okay. And he still looked exactly the same. And this,
because Neverending Story, he went bald in that one.
He did.
You know what? Jack Black always looked the same. He just got fatter and just beardier. That's about it.
Fatter and beardier.
like Jack Black always looked like Jack Black. Like, I will give it as he has aged very well.
No,
I'll give Jack that, man.
You want to know the one time Jack Black was not like fat?
Around this time.
Yeah.
No. I'm talking about Don't count none of his kid movies or his teenage movies. The one time that he wasn't actually like fat, like Orange County, fucking Orange County fat.
Orange County, he was insane.
The one time he wasn't Orange County fat was King Kong.
Yeah. He dropped weight for that.
He dropped weight.
He
for
had
that
to.
movie.
I'm pretty sure he had to, like, hey guy, you might have to drop the weight for King Kong. Like, all right, cool.
And he did. He dropped it.
Then he turned back and gained it a little bit back for Nacho Libre,
which is hilarious because he did the same thing that freaking Jonah Hill did.
Yes. Him and Jonah Hill did that little rapid weight loss, and then all of a sudden, like, he did this thing with Tenacious. He did the Tenacious D shit. I'm like, is he getting a pudge again?
And then he lost it again when he did Be Kind Rewind.
Yes, he did.
Yep, he did.
Jack, look, Jack was never fat. He's just chubby.
Let's say the politically correct way. He was shapes.
No, sir. He
was just.
You have
shapes.
to go. You have to go. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. What Max said. He gained mass. All right. He gained mass.
You can say that, Chris. But I'm sticking with the former. He was a series of shapes.
Gain mass is better because Max said that shit. And it's like, nigga, you're fat. Yo, Mac literally said, the season where Mac was fat and he said that shit. He's like, no, I'm just gaining mass. And they looked at him like, nigga, you.
Yeah, like, fat. Yo, he was all like hard chunky. Yeah. I'm looking up Brittany Powell right now. The only thing that we might ever do with her ever is fled. And, I mean, really, like, there is like nothing else.
But it's but all these people in this, like, for instance, fucking Jacob Vargas, who is like actually a decent character actor. I'm not even joking. Like, I know everybody knows him from Next Friday as Little Joker or whatever, but like, he's one of those Hispanic actors that like he never got typecast unless he decided to fucking be like the random Mexican gangster and shit. Like I thought he
was going to be that in this one. Next thing you know, he's like rollerblade. Like, you fucking
Hispanics rollerblade.
No, what made it worse? When I heard his name, I said, "Wait, this is 1993, nigga. If you don't have an eye patch and a Uzi with a silencer and some camo pants,
guys, you got to understand." He's the lone Mexican in Cincinnati, Ohio.
I know, but no, never mind that, Chris. It's the fact that his name is Snake. I'm like, this is 1993, nigga. Where's your eye patch? Where is the mullet?
No, sir. Fuck all that. He is the lone.
That's not a tattoo.
No tattoo.
He didn't say a whole phrase in Spanish.
He's the lone Mexican. He's the lone domesticated Mexican in
Do you know
Cincinnati.
one of the secret? Look, do you know a secret that Spanish people don't like? You know a secret that you tell Spanish?
Uh-oh. He froze.
You got
that they're talking about white people, right?
Okay. All right. Okay, you're good.
No, you literally got blipped for a second.
It's like
it was the Thanos snap.
Jesus. Anyway, but I don't know where my connection.
No. He said Hispanics. The secret.
Well, there's like I know y'all weapons, man. Y'all be speaking Spanish to confuse the fuck out of white people, man. Like to me, that's the one bullet that Spanish people got that always works.
He didn't do that in the movie either. Nothing.
He knew it was. He knew it was. Like, dog,
I'm mad.
All these corny white folk, man.
I'm even more mad that he didn't pull out a butterfly knife or a switchblade.
Thank you. It was like no. Don't get it twisted.
Granted. Yes, that's super playing into the stereotype, and I'm kind of glad that they didn't go that route. But I mean, come on, just the way you presented him, I'm like, dude, he is hiding one.
But let's be real here, all right? And I've been in this kind of environment. He's the lone minority. He's a lone minority that white people don't fuck with because they think that he could probably whoop their ass. I've been at parties. I have been at parties. Now I can fight, but there are people that just avoided me to not start some shit because it's like, yeah, he might fuck me up. That kind of shit.
Well, Chris, nigga, when you're taller than Sheamus, I would avoid fighting.
But it's like But I'm nice though, and it's not like I got like an
understand.
angry demeanor on my face.
I understand that, but no, seriously, people. For anyone who's seen, for anyone who's ever seen me and Chris at conventions and shit, we are literally the Nappa and Vegeta setup. Okay.
I'm just saying, but Snake had the look of like, yeah, don't fuck with that Mexican.
Hey,
It might fuck you up.
I gotta be honest with you, Chris. I agree with you, man. Do you know the advantages of looking just like Bone Crusher in the early 2000s? There was advantages. Don't act stupid, Aries. You know I try to.
I'm not acting stupid, nigga. You went with
flex, man, nigga.
Nigga, you flexed that shit for like a whole 3 years.
Yeah. You think I'm a bull?
Hey, I'm pretty sure that worked to your advantage when you were working security too. Like, oh shit.
No. When I worked security, I'm Mark Henry all of a sudden. Yeah, and
that still works.
And here's the
it's wig splitting time. Let's go.
I used to get mad at Bone Crusher. I still get mad at Bone Crusher. Like, fuck you. I get mad at that. Mark Henry, for some reason, is like, I fucks with that. Thank you, bro. Thank you, nigga.
Well, if you look at early D's haircuts and stuff, he had Mark Henry look for a hot second.
Man, I was Mark Henry and I was really Bone Crusher, man. That was
Rick Ross for a hot second. But nah,
you can't be named Snake and not do Snake things.
So it's like you got Jacob Vargas, you got Alana Ubach, who, yeah, she's another character actor.
We go outside and we step on little kids. Like, none of that shit. He didn't did none of that, yo. And like you said, Eris, I agree with you. It didn't feed into the stereotype, so okay.
Yeah.
But you can't be named Snake, man. You know, just something like puke or some shit. You know, you can't be Snake.
Also, folks, we got Seth Green. You know, early Seth Green. Before
what was the aesthetic, Chris? Because you can't do this weird beatnik Black Power and then still be Ducky off of
Seth Green was in that category like Jamie Kennedy, where I feel he was trying to figure himself out.
I don't think he was trying to figure himself out. I think he had already figured himself out long ago because
this is before Can't Hardly Wait and all that stuff where we finally nailed down who he was.
Again, Chris, he figured himself out from the beginning.
Puppets, guys.
Like, he figured himself out from the beginning. I mean, come on. Like, his character in that movie alone, I'm like, yeah, that's some Seth Green shit.
Okay, fair. You're fair. That's fair.
Mean, when you see Seth Green, it's like when you see everybody in the movie, you're like, yeah, that's Seth Green. Yes. Yeah, that's just all of that. That's not fake. That's real life Seth Green.
If he was any more mature, I was expecting a fucking puppet ass bunny to be around him.
Then you got Chris Conrad, who we talked about before, Next Karate Kid and stuff. He's, like I said, AKA Johnny Cage for like 2 minutes.
I still can't get over that. My man played the role just to get his neck snapped in the first.
I want to know what that paycheck. What was that paycheck like? I really wanted to. If I ever see him, I'm like, dog. So what was that Mortal Kombat Annihilation paycheck like?
He said, well, they gave me $100,000.
Bro, if you gave me $100,000 to fucking get killed in 5 minutes, I'll take that shit. Man, listen.
You're so wrong, Chris. You're so wrong.
No, he's not wrong. He's really not wrong.
If you told me, right now, if they said,
question you can ask.
What was that paycheck like? Because he didn't do shit else.
Bro, I swear to God, if Warner Brothers came to me right now and was like, hey, Chris, we want you to be Jax in the next Mortal Kombat, but you get killed in 30 seconds. All right, what's the pay price? $100,000?
No. What I have learned was this. Now, let's put it this way. Ice-T only got paid $27,000 to be what's the name in New Jack City, all right?
He got $1 million for Tank Girl, so there's a disparity right there.
$1 million. Wait, $1 million for Tank Girl. How much did he give for surviving the game?
That is probably more. Probably more.
No, I would love to know.
Because let's be real, that's Mario Van Peebles, and if you think about it, knowing what Mario Van Peebles had to go through just to get New Jack City going and stuff, the $27,000 that adds up because I'm pretty sure the studio was blackballing the fuck out of Mario Van Peebles and was like, all right, keep the budget low and do blah blah blah.
You, he didn't see nothing back on that until 10 years later.
Now surviving the game,
that's how a lot of them are, man. You don't see really none of it back until like 5 years later anyway.
Now I think he got paid more for surviving the game because let's be real. it's a lot of white people in that movie.
I mean,
I
you
don't
had F.
know.
Murray,
I don't know. That
you had
seemed
F.
like a
Murray.
movie that
Listen,
was-
nah, D. You had F. Murray Abraham. You had Gary Busey. There were
I
some
understand
names.
that. I understand that. But real talk, when you look at how everybody was in there, Rucker Hauer, everybody in there, that seemed very budget controlled.
But it was probably more than
It seemed very
27,000.
budget
I could tell
controlled.
you. I tell you what.
Somebody was like, "Okay, how much you got for him? That's a good price. How much? That's a good price. Ooh, all this all of it's like under a certain price. Like, damn, yes, this is a good movie. You got all of them for that much? Yeah, it seems super budget controlled, man.
Fucking Rock was in it.
Look, I guarantee you, nobody got paid over $300,000 on that. I guarantee you.
No. I think that's what I'm saying. I think Ice-T got paid more on Survivor.
I think he had to just a little.
He cleared six figures. He at least cleared six figures.
He had to at least
because 100,000. Yeah, he had to get 100,000.
The lowest person. Look, no, the person that took the least amount of money in that
was the kid.
Actually, yeah, outside the kid. Actually, I think it's Abraham, F. Murray Abraham. I think he took the least. Something tells me
McGinley got paid more.
He's like this. How much you get for this? I got paid 70. That's it? Man, why? Why not?
You know what F. Murray. You know what you already know. You already know what F. Murray. You already know what F. Murray will be saying, which is, of course, it's no problem. I'm like, dude, I still got Scarface money I haven't spent.
Yo, exactly. he did that after Amadeus, though. He did it after.
And he got Amadeus. No,
he got paid. He got paid.
Wait. You know, he would bring up Amadeus. Like, yeah, I still haven't spent my money from Amadeus. Last Action Hero. Like, nigga, I blew all that on hookers and blow.
Yeah, that was a blow.
Not that I participate. No. It wasn't that I participated in it. I did it for my friends. That check was nothing.
Dude, what kills me?
He's like, that was like.
Anyway, let's get back to this movie.
Yeah, that was weekend, if you know what I mean.
But what kills me is that you got Edie McClurg and Patrick O'Brien playing Seth Green's parents and stuff, and they are the most middle America fucking parents ever and shit. Like, don't you know? And I'm like, oh god, these are some white ass parents. They're
Ohio. Do you mean Minnesota? Why is there snow in Cincinnati like this?
Because it's Ohio, D. I've been in Ohio. It adds up.
I know it snows, but come on, man. It's like, oh, really? I don't know. I felt that was.
Hey, I feel what's his face in the NBA that was like, who says they want a vacation in Cleveland, Ohio? Like, nobody. Nobody. But so to D's point, this movie is very much the typical fish out of water thing. And Shane McDermott plays Mitchell, who is this most Californian boy ever of California boys, hippie as fuck, wears moccasins and peace and free love and all that shit. And I'm like, yo, Prince Charming Disney face, just
it's kind of funny though. I'm looking at his own credits. He has done nothing.
I think he's at
the baby. Look, I'm gonna tell you what he did. The Babysitters Club. He was in 9 episodes. One episode of the Babysitters Club. 9 episodes of Swan's Crossing. God damn, I forgot about that thing.
That's a show.
Airborne, the movie. The TV series Loving. He was only in 1 episode of that. He was in 1 episode of Law and Order back in 1995, and he was in 6 episodes of All My Children. That's his career.
Now he is a realtor.
Yeah.
So congratulations.
The game.
He got out the game, became a family man, and is now a full-fledged realtor. Congratulations, sir.
And I tell this to a lot of people. It's like the weird thing is the weird thing is when it comes to acting, some people they're only there for a season. You know what I mean? You're not there for long. And
that was just his turn.
Shame in that. There's zero shame in that. You know, there should be zero shame in that.
Basically, Chris, it was just his turn.
Yeah, it was just like, hey,
and like, dude, you had a pretty face and all that. I bet you're still a handsome guy now, but it's like this. You want to act?
No,
you know, like that. I don't know what you went through in Hollywood. You're like, or maybe you're like, oh god, I had to get I got anxiety when I got in front of a camera for a commercial. Like it seems like he's probably one of those guys but who cares? You know,
I mean, but it's like that's the thing too. It was just kind of like one of those
does he still rollerblade?
But that's the thing too, because he actually is from Cincinnati. No bullshit. Like he actually is from.
Wait.
I was wondering why he why he was overplaying.
He lived in California. He lived in New York, but then he actually lived.
No, Chris. I'm saying I was wondering why he was overplaying the fuck out of the Mr. Chillback Californian. I'm like, come on, dude. I know people from California, and even they're not that damn chill, like that damn laid back.
All you gotta do is just catch that Mondo wave, man. You go out there and just feel free against the Kahuna Umana, man, and you'll be one. All that destiny.
No, see, D, you gotta understand the wave. The wave is Nikki, and Jack. He's the shark. I don't have to worry about the shark. I just gotta catch the wave, and the wave was Nikki. I'm like, this was dialogue that was written.
Hey, Chris, when I heard that,
wow. I want people to understand.
No, Eric, no, Chris. Here, this is exactly what I said. Wow, how good it is to be white.
To be white in 1993.
Yo,
I want people to understand this too. This was
that was your conflict.
This was technically an indie movie that actually made.
I couldn't tell.
It made his budget. It's a very indie movie. This is only a $2 million. It's only a $2 million movie.
They didn't have to spend much.
Thank you. $2 million movie. It made back its budget opening weekend. I mean, you're going up against Jurassic Park. So
what year was this?
93.
93. Jurassic Park. That was the
93. 2 million. That's low, but that is kind of high.
No, I get where. No, D. You already know where the $2 million went. $2 million went to one part, the downhill battle.
Yeah.
Freaking City Escape. City Escape on rollerblades. Sorry. Go ahead, D.
For me, it was the jump. Like,
oh, yeah, that jump.
I was like this. You know what? And I really meant this. Like, you know what, movie? I hated on you this whole movie. You deserve one shot.
Actually,
no. And I was like,
I'm sorry. I take that back. Not Sonic Adventure 2. I am terribly sorry because it's rollerblades. This shit was clearly Jet Set Radio.
Also, this is literally the only movie revolving around rollerblading. I was very shocked until I looked that up, and I was like, "Wow, there's been no other movie did rollerblade."
That's shocking. No,
that's shocking.
No, Chris, the closest you get to any form of media about rollerblading, especially after this point, is Rocket Power.
Brink.
Really?
Well, Brink that movie Brink on Disney Channel. That's about it.
Speaking of
rollerblading,
speaking of rollerblading, now, I know you said this was an indie movie. You know, if you were to pitch this really could have been nothing more than an indie movie that was pitched to Disney, and Disney said, no. Something about it is just no. They look at the main character. Like, what is it? The main character is it Jack Black? Yes, it's Jack Black. I don't like his face.
I mean, this is Warner. I'm pretty sure because Warner Brothers distributed the movie, so somebody at Warner Brothers is like, I don't like Jack Black's face. Don't put him on the poster. Don't put him on a poster.
Like, I'm sorry. It's Jack Black. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like Chris.
No, remember, they don't know his name yet.
No, Chris. I'm sorry. Chris. I'm sorry. Is he acting or is he just being himself?
Being himself.
So
I feel Jack Black is the only one because he's like, I'm like, are you schizophrenic? Because you're like, this guy. I'm like, whoa, hey, chill, my dude.
Jack Black.
No, my favorite. You want to know my favorite Jack Black line?
Weird.
You know my favorite Jack Black line in this movie,
which is,
did he just call you a piece of underwear?
Okay, let me tell you something.
And then when he said, "Hey, I don't want your I don't want any problems with your bra." He did it again. That's it. No, that's it. I'm gonna hurt him now. I'm sorry. Go ahead, T. Fucking Jack Black.
Bra.
Okay, you know what?
Bra was a trigger word in '93. Anyway, go ahead.
Chris, let's do this now. Let's just do this now.
Mm-hmm.
Chris is genuinely tickled of how much I genuinely do not like this movie.
I am because it's like because I'm thinking he's joking. He's like, no, he genuinely hates this movie.
No. Chris has known me a long time where like D's being cynical, or D's being overcritical, or okay, fuck you, you got a point. You know, like I know what Chris's emotions is, right? For whatever reason, when I genuinely hate a movie, there's this smile on Chris's face where it's like D hates this movie. I had it all in the background, and that scene that Eric's just perfectly did. I was like doing work in the background. I heard it. I'm like, wow. I'm not looking at it. I'm just hearing this shit, and I'm thinking to myself, how many kids back in the day just had it on and they was like, I don't know, writing on the wall or like like cutting themselves, or what we did in the 90s, weird shit what we did in the 90s, like you know what I'm saying, like carving the shit. Like it's just on in the background. We're not looking at it.
I actively watch this movie. It's like because Mitchell,
there was five 40-year-olds in one room. Hey, we need to think of something that the little kids will like. Hey, let's give them rollerblades because the shit is extreme. Yeah, extreme. Wait a minute, what's extreme? It's a word that I just made up. Yeah, let's make it X and it looks all edgy. Yeah. Can we put a hot 14-year-old in there? Yeah, get Seth Green. See what I did?
I saw what you did.
Be a girl. Yeah. Hollywood's fucked up.
Hey Chris, why do I don't know. I'm just imagining you in 1997 or possibly 1999. You just happen to go through, like you're going through Walmart, you're walking through the bargain bin, and you just happen to see a triple pack. All three movies sold in the set for like $5, and the following three movies are Airborne, Three Ninjas Knuckle Up, and Remote.
I don't know if I will buy it because I'm remote is like yeah.
Okay.
Wait. That Knuckle Up is Knuckle Up ain't the problem. It's Remote. That's awesome. I love.
Thank you.
I love Chris.
Because here's the thing, like Knuckle Up was, because funny enough, Knuckle Up was the one Three Ninjas movie that never went to theaters for some dumbass reason. So it fucked up continuity when you watch Kickback and like, hold up, who are these new casted fucking cats? But then you go back and put out Knuckle Up, and it's the same. It was like I think Knuckle Up was supposed to be a direct sequel to.
It was a direct. Right? It was a direct sequel to the first one. They just released it a year after Kickback.
Yeah,
I don't know how they held that movie. That's the thing that was so weird. That movie got held up.
Contract negotiations, like we ain't fucking putting out Knuckle Up.
And then why is it that? And then the funnier and the part that's actually funnier is. Is that Kickback was the bigger movie at the theater.
I mean, did Rocky and Tum Tum hold out on contract negotiations?
Yeah, you're right, because Colt was the only one that came back.
It's like Rocky and Tum Tum were just like, "Yay, man, we ain't coming back unless you pay us more money." Well, we'll hold off on that till.
Well, look,
we literally shot two movies back to back.
I just want to make sure that I'm going to get what I get on my end, because I know that the VHS returns are going to be pretty high, and I just want to get my good cut on the end.
Somebody
a touchstone looking at them like, "Yo, go fuck yourself. We ain't doing this."
But going back to my original point, you see those three movies in that bargain bin as a pack for $5. Do you purchase it?
No.
Oh man, I would Chris. Remote fucks it up.
I'm about to say Remote. Okay, listen. Would you have rather I went with Radio Flyer?
I mean, I would buy it because Radio Flyer. That is a wild ass movie. It's like, yo, Tom Hanks, man. Like, what were you thinking with this movie? Like, you really made a movie, this endearing movie about boys trying to fly a fucking a Radio Flyer thing and stuff, and it's all about shit was
made out of paper mache and freaking wheelbarrow wheels.
You made a whimsical movie that's surrounded by the boys being fucking abused. Like kid gets abused by the dad, like every day getting beaten. I'm like, yo, what movie is this? Like, what is going on here? It's like child abuse. Like, what in the fuck is going on here, man?
This is why I went with remote.
Like Radio Flyer hits that 90s motif of like, all right, cool, I guess, sure, but like, I just was never a fan of like that whole shtick,
of using a remote control to take out 3 bad guys.
I really was
in an empty house.
I really was. That was one of those like that was definitely one of those Showtime-esque movies that popped up in the morning time at like 6 a.m. and it's like, what is this? Oh, remote. Yep. Okay. Home Alone with puppets. That's cool.
Home Alone with puppets. A yodeling puppet.
Yodeling puppet at that. Like, all right, cool. I guess. Sure.
Oh my god.
I mean, and it's not enough. It's not enough that like you can't even buy Airborne on DVD. I think you have to go through the Warner Archives to get it.
Damn.
Yeah, you have to literally go through the Warner
I
Archives.
wouldn't imagine. I mean, I wouldn't expect to see this in the Criterion collection.
Oh hell! I mean, what was it going to be like backstory from?
Dude, it's gonna be all this unearthed footage,
like unearthed backstage footage of Seth Green and all them talking. I mean, come on, like
not archived interviews, but like a legit current day interview of Seth Green talking about this movie.
Because what people don't understand, the Warner Archives is you can actually get stuff direct, like done and stuff. They just press it right then and there, and then it drops and stuff. So it's kind of like SWAT Cats at one point was a Warner Archive thing to where they just pressed it as people ordered it kind of thing. So they don't have like multiple copies spread out and shit.
And I'm assuming that they don't do that anymore.
I think they still do.
Oh. Because
I'm on the Warner Archive site now. They still do it. You can actually buy Dundar the Barbarian. Like you could actually buy it and everything. I'm like, oh shit, all right, cool. Like that's actually pretty dope and stuff. I mean, I think now they're at a point to where you can actually buy it digitally and stuff too at the same time. So they're kind of like they finally branched out to where, like for instance, I think there was this one movie. It's called Gaslight. Not even joking. It's an old like 1944 movie. We used to sell like some of those movies at the video store at the time, but they didn't. But I remember telling somebody, oh damn, sorry, D. I remember telling somebody at the store, hey, go to the Warner Archives and you can buy it off the Warner Archives. And it's actually cheap to buy it off the Warner Archives because it's like they don't overcharge you for it. It's just press on demand kind of thing. So yeah, okay.
All of a sudden, we really can't hear you.
He's like, can't hear you. I was like, can't hear you, D. D's like, oh, there it is.
Change your audio settings. There you go.
There you go. But yeah.
I'm just mad that Aaron said all of that shit is going to be part of the Criterion collection. Oh my God,
Seth Green.
That was fucking hilarious, Eris.
But like,
so much black and white pictures of guys in rollerblading.
I told the guys this, right? Because we're gonna be all over the place with this movie, right? I told D this, like I rollerbladed as a kid, right? The one thing about rollerblading,
I skateboarded.
Yeah, the one thing about like rollerblading compared to like skateboarding and like riding a bike, right? The bailout for riding a bike going down a steep hill, you can at least stop the bike, right?
Yep,
you can. Skateboarding, you can.
Yeah, I was a bike rider. Yes.
Yeah, skateboarding, you can kind of combat roll and you're fine, right? You can bail out, right? Rollerblading is a different beast. You going down a hill, oh. You're fucking shit out of luck. Good luck.
Real quick. How you like tall ass 6 foot? How you like 5'10", still uncoordinated teenage Chris going down a hill like this?
Oh no. This is me in 6th grade going down the hill on Thrift Road.
6th grade, 5'7",
going down the hill. And it's like, again, the rollerblades, you gotta like, break on the back and stuff. And it's like, all right, like, your audio.
The funny part about going down a hill on rollerblades is you're definitely going down much faster than you could physically move yourself. Like,
and
you can never push yourself at that speed. You just Go down the hill. You got 4 wheels
Gravity.
under, like four wheels under your feet that are pushing you faster than you could ever move. Than you could ever move yourself.
Are pebbles a problem, Chris?
Oh, yes, it is.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Like, it's not even joking.
I embladed once. I did inline once, maybe twice. I don't remember.
I mean, to be honest with you,
I mean, the same thing applied. That Bart Simpson shit with the damn, like with that damn
Skateboard.
skateboarding with the sunflower seed, that being the thing that stopped. Though that shit's real.
Hey, look, I will say this. I will give credit.
Here comes the clue after all.
I got to be honest with you. I got to give credit to the cinematographer and the camera people for following that final race because that was actually pretty good.
Yeah, like, by far, I was impressed with that. I liked it.
Like, because you got the intensity of that race, like the speed and all that shit. I was like, yo, I mostly blame this shit.
Well, Chris, I mostly blame the intensity on the music. That music was so unnecessarily intense.
The only person that I'm like, oh, you did was the guy that fucking hit the fucking wooden fence, and I'm like, oh, you in the hospital, dog. You ain't getting up for that shit.
No, because the whole time. What?
No, Eris, you was right. You right about that music, man. Because I had to have somebody at my job. Hey, what you watching? It's no.
Because think about it. With that race, because there's almost no talking during that whole session. Just take that scene and mute it and just throw music on top of it. Nigga, throw the MacGyver theme over it. Throw throw
Miami Vice theme.
Like throw the Miami Vice theme. Throw
Eric.
Yeah, the Street Fighter. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. It goes with everything. But no, I was trying not to use that. But you throw in MacGyver, you throw in Miami Vice. Hell, you can use any 80s, like any 80s TV, like action TV show.
Fuck it, throw the Dipset anthem on it. You'd be fine.
Nah, that's too slow. That's too slow.
Random.
Nah, but like the whole scene is like, dude hits a fucking wooden fence. I'm like, how are you not dead?
He's done.
And then Mitchell jumping over a car. I'm like, okay, that's bullshit. Out of a whole race, that's ridiculous.
Dude, Mitchell jumping over that whole car, over that freaking hump on the bridge.
I get your
that
friends
was literally Chris. That was literally a freaking Rambo on a motorcycle.
Bruh.
He jumped over that same ramp.
Man, that was Triple X when he did the backflip out of fucking nowhere. That's what that shit was.
No, I was laughing.
Nah. Triple X was the jumping over the exploding barn in the first movie on the motorcycle.
Dude, I died laughing when they hit that one turn, and there was like that last turn, and that one dude just fell out. I was like, choke.
You're at the finish line. You're at the finish.
Pushed you, but nah, you choked, bro.
No. You're at the finish line, and you decide, you know what? I hate this California boy. They be fucking heat check him and stuff. I'm like, bro, the finish line was right there. Like,
dude, how about the fact that he really tried to rush him over, and my man got hit with the po juke.
Bro, that was a hockey move where you just checked the dude on the fucking board, except he just went into the fucking what's the river in Ohio?
He went straight to the
it was one of the rivers in Ohio. He just landed in. I'm like, well, that was fun.
Ohio River, that's a good one. Yeah,
the Ohio River.
It was like it's in the Cuyahoga. Yeah, that's like nigga, like yo. Then it killed me with that though. Was so the lesson here is that California rules.
I don't
know, man. Like,
no. Wait, I know the lesson. D. Don't fuck with a surfer.
Let me tell you something. Yo, Mitchell is the most privileged white boy ever because I like how his parents shut his shit down. Like, yeah, so me and your mom were going to Australia to study animals. He's like, oh man, let me pack my bags. We're gonna go to Australia for the summer. And they was like, nah, bro. You gotta finish out the school year, so that's not happening.
So let me just gonna be real with you, son. I'm gonna blow your mama's back out for like the next 6 months. Like no kids.
Like I'm gonna do it right there. I'm gonna do it right there on Ayers Rock. I know I'm not supposed. I know we're not supposed to ever go. We're not supposed to climb it, but fuck it. I'm gonna do it.
Hey, you can't real
talk, son. This might be my only chance of my life to have a threesome, and I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if your mama ready. We don't know if we're going to be with a dude or a woman right now. There's a lot in the air, and there's a lot of tension right now. And I can't have you there. I can't have you there as a child. As a child to be there. But Dad, I'm a teenager. No, son, you are but a child. And you're gonna have to take your ass over to Ohio with your aunt, who
your cousin who you clearly never seen in years,
and your aunt who inexplicably has a really thick Minnesota accent, just to be there right in the middle of Ohio, right?
I'll make some snickerdoodles for you.
Like, where's that? Like,
she sounds more like she was from Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Whatever. Not there. But not Ohio. Ohio. You know what? People forget this. Cincinnati is pretty much right there between Kentucky, right? Mm-hmm. Kentucky, where everybody just thinks that everybody from Kentucky is just like dumb, stupid. Everybody thinks that people from Kentucky talks like that. But like you do realize Ohio is right there. Like they're right beside each other.
I mean, and not even that. Like the beginning of the movie is literally might as well call it a fucking commercial for California. Like, oh, surfing, inline skating, hot women on the fucking boardwalk. Yeah,
the sun.
Because they had the audacity to end that whole fucking thing with him and his buddy who has no name.
Come to California,
and it's literally like the sun going down, like the sun coming up in the early morning and stuff. I'm like, you did all that within the span of like an hour in the early morning of California.
And also when I was looking at that shit, I was thinking like, if they just tilt the camera to the right, you can see the city of California, and there's like still the LA riots are still going on.
The only thing missing was fucking Christian Slater from Gleaming the Cube and his boys skateboarding at that fucking point.
Actually, I would be Hawk. No, I really would be surprised if that's he just happened to come across that scene.
I'm really seriously, man, because they did the same shit in Gleaming the Cube. I was like, bro, like I get it. It's an advertising for fucking skateboard. This is just
my man skateboarded all over LA.
I mean,
California really, really has this weird way of advertising itself to everybody. They going, no, we're not.
Somebody living in California, you ain't lying.
The one thing I can also point out with these movies. These movies love to make California look like nothing more than a big ass skate park.
I mean,
I'm talking about the whole state. Like the whole state is like a giant skate park.
Even though as much as they do those fucking commercials for California, it's like you do realize, guys, you only show Southern California. You don't even show the Bay Area. You don't show Sacramento. You don't show Monterey. It's just far. Southern California. That's it.
Nah, it's because it's too far, bruh. It's too far. It's not the same waves.
Come to Southern California.
It's not the same way. Like, bro, it's not the same waves, man. I'm in Huntington Beach. It's not the same as Manhattan Beach. It's not the same as going to the Bay Area. It's the vibe. It's the vibe, bro.
This fucking douchebag had the nerve to tell homegirl, "Hey, have you ever been to Huntington Beach?" Does she look like she left Ohio?
Thank you.
Clearly.
She clearly has never left Ohio.
Do you know how far Ohio? This privileged ass.
My man brought a surfboard to fucking Ohio. I'm like, bro, what waves is going to be in Ohio?
For what? Why did you do that? Why did you? No. Why did you pay? Why did you pay the overweight charge at the airline for this shit?
So what did you?
1 foot waves in the Ohio River? Like what the fuck?
Like, what's the deal, dude? Like, what's the deal? Did you think that the Pacific Ocean was coming with you, nigga? Like, what the fuck? What did you? Why? What? Like Steve Harvey? Why? What did you do, Nick? Why would he do that, nigga?
Not even that. It's like you have that happening. He gets to the school and he's introducing himself, and obviously the ladies love him because. I guess slim pickings at that school with white boys. I guess. I
like the black girls.
Well, the one militant black girl that was like, "I will not be a piece of meat," and I'm like, "So you're the only black girl in this school?"
Wasn't there another black girl?
Background black girl.
The black girl who was doing the countdown for the downhill race.
Oh yeah.
That was her.
Yeah.
But
that was the same chick. That was militant. That's the same chick.
That was the same chick. Yeah, but
that militant one in the beginning, I'm like, and you just wrote yourself out of the movie.
And
I mean, I'm sure
that's all the black people in Cincinnati.
I'm pretty sure there were other black. I think there was, but there was more like background kids that were.
Oh no, there were other black people in this movie. You want to know where they were? It was the scene when.
Oh yeah.
It was the scene where your boy was skating all over Cincinnati making friends.
Yeah,
he was literally making friends. Never introduced himself. It's just hey, he's showing off cool moves from California.
Skating and vibing.
And everybody, and I love how everybody was just following him. He's like everywhere he went, like other kids saw him and just said, "Hey, let's follow that kid."
I thought you was gonna be real vicious with it. It's like, yeah, the only black people you saw in this movie, D, is when they were skating around and they went to that stadium and they saw the Cincinnati Reds and you saw them niggas on the field. That's like the whole
no, because I could have went really harsh with it and said, "Oh yeah, there were black people in this movie, just like there were black people in Twister. You just didn't see them."
We were there.
I would say this: that whole sequence where he was befriending all those people, following them and stuff. I would say that's kind of sort of realistic to how you, as a kid, you see that one kid that's doing crazy stuff.
Yeah, that is definitely realistic.
So that's kind of realistic, and especially, also you gotta also remember this: internet doesn't exist.
Yeah. Only thing missing at the end of that sequence was just, all right, guys, I got Sunny D, some purple stuff, and yada, yada, yada. What you want? That was the only thing missing at the end of that.
Right, dick, Chris. Because that's accurate.
He's not lying. He's really not wrong.
That's very accurate. That's very accurate. I was like, you can't get around there. Sunny D, you're right.
I mean, Chris.
Sunny D is trash, by the way, folks. You're trash if you actually drink Sunny D.
It is super trash now. I got to
remind myself that it's trash before I try to buy that for my kids.
Chris, wait, Chris. I gotta ask you. Did you like how in that scene when he was making all those new friends, which by the way we never see again? He was making friends with them, and he did the Scott Pilgrim going down the stairs. Did you like that?
It's like, yeah, he's jumping down the stairs, and the one dude on the bike, like,
my man's just eating that. Yes. My man was
eating that. Yo, he's eating it up, man. He's like, oh my God, he is so great, and we'll never see him again.
I mean, dude, he just kept jumping the freaking steps. I was like, are they gonna follow him? They were like, yeah, you're awesome. No, this is the limit of our skills right here.
Yeah, what's up right here?
Well, I mean, clearly you saw him on the half pipe. You see him remember he was on the
stop at the point at the
mark. Remember he's on the half pipe. He's apparently the only rollerblader that's jumping real high on the fucking half pipe. I'm like, so the other kid just can't jump that high.
Dude, I like how he was. I like how he was clearly jumping. Like he was clearly jumping over like the other kids. I'm like, dude, you already know he's got the Principal Skinner pathetic meme going on. He's just looking at him as he's literally jumping over them and just going pathetic.
Did you like how they were going slowly down the stairs and he just pops up out of nowhere? Look at me jumping off the wall there.
You know what? I was thinking, like, see, when you look at movies like this, I think to myself, with his whole demeanor, is like, nah, bruh, it's about being one, being peaceful and all that. And then I see him doing all this narcissistic shit, right? Really and I was really thinking to myself, this nigga's a douche.
I mean, did you love it?
It's like, why are you hating on his skill? I'm not hating on his skill or none of that. It's just when you really think about what he says, and then you see how much of a dickbag he is look. You ever like driving in traffic and you see some asshole doing all this unnecessary moves and shit? Like,
D, that happened
Dick?
That happened to me the other night. It was one of those people. Now it's the read the room motif. It's like, nigga, it is traffic, and you out here weaving in and out just to go 2 feet. What did you accomplish, buddy? What did you accomplish?
And it's always somebody in a busted ass Caprice or a Bonneville doing that dumb shit.
This motherfucker did this shit in a fucking Charger. And I'm like, and I drove right past. I'm like, and you did all that for what?
No. Do you want to know what the fun ones are? Have you ever seen a Cavalier, an Altima, a Civic, and a Sentra all get into an initial D race going only a span of 18 feet of me and my motherfucking minivan just passing me. Y'all look dumb as fuck. What are y'all doing?
First off, sir, you deserve 50 plus points because you mentioned a Cavalier. That is a name I haven't heard in years.
Oh no, niggas who got Cavaliers are worse. Like, all right, Eris, you know how much of a dick asshole I was when I had my Neon.
Yep.
Niggas with Cavaliers think they got a freaking Impala for whatever reason.
I remember when you had. I remember when you had that. I do remember.
88.
I know. D, I remember when you had that Neon. And Chris, listen, on everything. This nigga thought he was the shit because the governor was taking off.
Nigga, I was going 120.
You were,
nigga.
You were.
I was burning everywhere. And then here's the stupid part. I'm thinking about saying, "Hey D, you know when a V6 get over here?" Like, yeah, I'm chill.
But then there was that time when it came in when we thought it was gonna come in handy when you were driving me back home, and then we see this one car speeding his ass off, and there was 6 cop cars chasing him, and you immediately busted a fast ass Yui, and you chased after them.
No, here's the funny part. Didn't that dude like crash into like
yes, he did.
Or some shit?
I think it was like a tree or something.
No, but it's like,
you know what I'm not talking about? Some asshole from California that's doing flips.
Guys,
in front of the children.
Guys, did you love the impromptu R&B song that came out when they were at the botanical gardens? That was fun, right?
Chris, I need you to stop right now. First of all, that was not R&B. That was impromptu. We couldn't afford Teddy Riley or freaking L.A. Reid. Hold on. No. I'm saying we couldn't afford Teddy Riley or L.A. Reid or Babyface New Jack Swing. Okay.
Yo, who told John E to get in the booth and make that? You know what? I tell you. Look. You know what, white people, here's the thing. There's a reason why we flock to Malcolm McDowell, Bobby Caldwell, and a couple of y'all songs. And there's a lot of Justin Timberlake songs that we flock to. There's a reason why. It doesn't sound like white people to us. That's why we flock to those certain things, right? So, in the case of this...
You really thought you were going to get by with just a damn kick drum, huh?
So in the case of this, when it's like this, so when we hear that, we hear us, we hear soul, we hear rhythm. You know what I mean? And then there's y'all copying us.
Actually,
this is such a Xerox print of a John B song. Oh my god!
I need people to hear this. I need people to understand what we got here. Just watch.
Oh god!
Just watch.
Play this song. He's like, where did he go?
And then watch the transition.
Gotcha.
Dreamcast R&B music.
Hey! Yeah, passes up. You're perfect.
I told you this is straight.
Get us kicked out of here.
I told you this is straight New Jack Swing.
I don't care that YouTube's gonna fucking copyright strike this shit. I don't give a shit.
Hey, wake up!
This is the highlight. This is the highlight of the movie. Yo,
I will give points to the camera work on this.
Yeah, it's actually decent camera work. Very good camera work. You can tell somebody else was rollerblading, or at least on a rig. You know what I mean?
In that moment, Nikki's pants got wet immediately.
Let's also point out this other bit. See, I do like that he was skating around a clearly closed off botanical gardens because you know damn well ain't nobody at that time of the day is going to be in an empty ass botanical gardens. Come on, fam.
No.
This is clearly a movie.
This
I
is
mean,
like the song. The second I heard that, I was like, oh, do.
tell me, baby.
I heard the person like, I bet it's a white boy, and he got the weird white boy curls that existed back then. Had a soul patch.
But like,
you know what I mean?
Or the white dude from All for One.
Jeez.
That's a good one. I was personally going to say that the one white boy from Color Me Bad. I was going to say the one that didn't have a solo. The one that didn't have a solo.
I think they couldn't afford Color Me Bad for this movie, so they just had to get that guy.
No. They could afford it. Color Me Bad said no.
You know what's offensive, Harris? As much as I actually like our radio station here, The Drive. You know what's offensive? The only New Jack Swing they play is like one Bobby Brown song, and I Want to Sex You Up. That is it. That is so offensive to me. like really? That's the only two you will play. I gotta hear that, but I can't hear like. Okay, you know what? Cool. I ain't expecting you to bust out Guy, but I'm just saying.
Hey, did you love the clearly the I guess apparently there's two distinguished groups of kids. You got the kids from the middle class from the streets, and then you got the preppies, which I'm like, they're preppies because why again?
I got another question. So, do the preppies actually play this team? Because I thought the prep schools play each other. Because the prep schools don't really play the public school. You know what? I'm just going to stay out of it.
Because apparently, what gets you beat up by the fucking guys is shooting the fucking hockey puck on the wrong team's goal. And at most, if this was any other school, it'll just be this fucking goober, and that's it. This motherfucker gets hazed.
Dude, the hazing was so great because everybody was nice to him at first, and then the moment he went to the locker, holy shit, everybody had like Batman prep time, Rambo style traps and shit set up.
Seth Green almost got ran off the road, and it's treated as a joke. I'm like, he could have died.
Seth Green almost got ran off the road. How about the fact that Seth Green almost got super glued to his own locker?
See, I would have to kill somebody at that point, Eris. You do realize
he couldn't move his hands, and then on top of that, his feet were stuck in that fucking goo and shit. I'm like,
no, somebody's died. Airborne would turn into a fucking murder.
It would
at that point. It's like, nah. Like I can deal with the sand because it's like, all right, guys, that was a little extreme, but I'll give you points for that. Nah, you putting glue in that shit? Nah, bro.
Like glue, and like every time, first of all, you put it on the handle because I'm gonna touch it just off of like natural instincts. I'm gonna touch the handle, and then all of a sudden I see this shit, and then I'm trying to touch the door, and then I can't pull my hand back because I touched the door with this super sticky shit that you put on the damn handle. No, I'm with you. Someone's got to die.
Also, dick move, which I will give him props for this. You put water on the toilet paper in the bathroom.
Dude, how about the fact that all the toilet paper is held up via chains?
Thank you. What kind of fucking public school is this? I'm like, bro, what the fuck, man?
Because at first I said, wait a minute, did the bullies do that, or is that how the school has it?
It is. I'm like, what?
I'm like, the fuck kind of school is? Dude, how about the fact that he was sitting there, or like, dude, my man was sitting on the toilet reading a freaking sports magazine. I'm like, dude, you're in school.
Look,
what the fuck are you doing?
Let me tell you what. I only read books on the toilet at home. I ain't doing that shit out at school.
I mean, you chilling at school.
Who chills at school in the bathroom unless you don't want to go back to class? All right, fine, I understand. But like, no.
I seen niggas do that at work.
Okay, I've done that a couple times at work because
nigga left. I remember this one time. This nigga left a motherfucking Game Pro in the motherfucking bathroom. Yo, man, you was taking this shit trying to figure out how to get through Resident Evil, bro.
I mean, I only read magazines on the toilet and stuff. I've done it like twice at the dental office back in the day and stuff, but that's the dental office, so it's like whatever and stuff. But like this dude was reading a skating magazine, and they just pour water all over the toilet paper. I'm like, okay, that's a dick move, but I respect that because that is now you got to find another bathroom to wipe your ass and shit. So
Nah, but here's the thing. Here's the funny thing. I know some motherfuckers like, ha, joke's on you. I actually like this. This is gonna actually wipe my ass better.
It's like jokes on you. Jokes on you, nigga. You just invented wet ones for me.
Ooh, that's a smart. You know what? You're right. I didn't even think about it like that.
Because all you gotta do is just like pack that shit.
Wipe. Good to go.
No, seriously, you just take the roll, you carefully unravel it to where it's thick enough, and then you dry it. Bam.
Wipe it.
Bubsy, I quit.
No shit stains for a week.
Come on, look at the motherfucking steak nuggets.
Here's I stick one of those pieces of paper up my brown eye and bam.
No shit in my undies.
I'm mad he told the cop that shit. Like, what are these papers for?
What the fuck going on, Serpico? What, man? I got a wiping problem, man.
Well, now here's the thing. I'm looking at so the way Mitchell gets the game back on his side.
Ain't that about a bitch? I'm sorry. I'm still going through the
No, that's perfect. No, that's perfect how you said that too. How he gets him back on this side. Ain't that about a bitch?
He depends the preppy guy that apparently wears a jock strap, and everybody's like laughing. I'm like, okay, sure.
It's like time to change your underwear, bro.
Like he wore a jock strap. I guess he has a white flat ass. I guess sure. All right, cool.
It's just the idea of him being pantsed at a street hockey game. That's what
true.
it was. That's what it was. That's what got him. That's what got him back on everybody's side instantly.
Well, that and also that bitchin' ass shot that he made earlier, where he had to like go through all the guys, and they played the sound effect when he jumped over the fucking thing. Like, that's a pretty good shot. Still don't like him though.
Like,
really don't like him.
Don't like him.
Also, the previous scene, they go on date night, and Seth Green's character is with a chick that clearly likes him, and he's playing the whole I don't really like this weird chick, whatever and
Who
stuff.
is that?
No. He thought that she didn't like him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I was like. Does he not like her? I was like, whatever.
I think she felt bad for him. What was her name? Gloria, right?
Yeah, Gloria.
Yeah, Gloria.
Yeah, Gloria and stuff. But like, apparently,
a lot of unback.
Nikki's brother does not like the fact that this California dude wants to fuck his sister and shit. So he's, really not digging him and stuff.
Wow, she's still doing work.
Yeah, she's been acting.
Yeah,
she's been acting.
That's what I'm saying. I saw her. I'm like, I know who she is. She's done a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Good for her. Right. Cool.
Real talk. I still laugh at the fact that she was in waiting as it's because of this, and then boom, shows her fucking ass.
Holy shit, that was her.
That was her. I fucking rolled a tear on that shit. I was like, bruh.
Because I think what made that moment more funny, Chris?
She picked the shit out of
No, not that. Never mind. That shit disgusted me. No, not that part. I laughed the first time, and then I looked at it the second time, and I was like, "Oh God, no! I don't need to see that anymore." No, the part that made that scene so funny was fucking Ryan Reynolds. It's so angry.
Oh my God!
Him saying it's so angry when you look at it, like, yeah, he's not wrong.
Dude, when she picked the lint out of that shit, and he said that, I was fucking hollering. I was like, "Bruh."
And then you laugh. I mean, you laugh even more at that shit because you realize they really don't make movies. Because you realize they do not make movies like this anymore.
They really don't, man. I mean, it's crazy.
He's so angry.
No, but like, so apparently, previous scene, Nikki's brother does not like the fact that this California boy is with his sister. Like, you want to pull my sister? I hate you. And it's whatever.
It's the fact that he didn't know. Mitchell had no idea that the guy who's been tormenting him and hazing him at school this whole time was her brother.
And like,
that's the weird part about that. It's like, you didn't know that.
No. Actually, I'm with Mitchell. I would have looked at Wiley, like Seth Green, like
Wiley.
I would have looked at him.
I hate that name so much.
He looks like a Wiley. That's the crazy part.
No. I would have looked at him. I would have looked at him seriously and been like, "You couldn't have told me this." He's like, I didn't know, man.
But dude, you live in Cincinnati how long? And you've been to the school with them and you didn't know? Bullshit, Wiley. You're full of shit.
It's like, that's beside. Like, look, sir. That's besides the point.
I like how Mitchell,
like that's besides the point because see, Bobby and them, they told me.
Hey,
Yo,
not for nothing. I had to look at Nikki for a second when she got mad at Mitchell saying none of you are worth it and shit, and she pulled the whole, "Oh, so I'm not worth it." I'm like, "Hey, Nikki, man, the fuck up. He didn't mean you." All right.
No. Here's the thing.
Like,
I let it go
Nikki,
because
Nikki.
I let that go because of teenager shit.
All
But
right.
you know, I let that go off of teenager shit. But also, like, but I'm with you on some real shit. Like none is like, so I'm not worth it. No, babe, I want to stroke you first before I go back to California.
Jesus, no.
That's what I heard. That's what exactly I heard.
Like, hey, Nikki, optics, okay?
Optics.
Optics.
All right.
I need you to apply optics to.
I need you to chill for a second.
I need you to apply optics to the scenery that's going on here.
Read the room, Nikki. Read the room.
Read the room. Your brother walked in and just completely fucked up a perfectly good double date, and you immediately took.
At the shake shop, all right.
You immediately took what Mitchell said when he was caught up in the moment. All right. I mean, come on.
First time ever in his life that he was mad too. I can imagine.
Every man has a breaking point, and that was his.
Like when I saw her walk out, and he was like, "What?"
Nikki, no.
Like, Nikki, no. And right there in his back of mind, I was going to so finger her tonight, man. It was happening.
He really
tonight,
was.
man.
He was there.
He was
going to
happen.
happen.
He was in there until
he was in there. He was in there.
Now check it out. See, he was really in there until he had to tell her brother, "I don't give two testicles about you or your." It's about you. It's like about you, your school, or your hockey team. I'm out of here in 3 months. I'm like,
none of you are worth it, bro.
None of you are worth it.
None of you.
I'm like, dude, my dude, you had me at I don't give two testicles. No, Chris, I'm like your boy Sam Wilson. He's out of line, but he's right.
Why would you say something so controversial?
Because you know what? It fit Mitchell's California motif because he doesn't say two balls, he said testicles.
I don't give two.
My man went with the medical term.
You could have no. You said two. You said two testicles. Ooh.
That was perfect. No, when you really think about it, that was perfect alliteration.
That was the most emotion you're going to get out of Mitchell being
not
mad.
Not just the emotion, but that was very, very good alliteration.
Yo, he was like, "You think all these pranks is going to stop me, man?"
Hey, Chris, you ever see a skit on Saturday Night Live, The Californians? You ever see that with Fred Armisen? It's on that same line. No, it makes I love it because he got big hair. Like, well, I'm just going over there, right? And I'm like, right. And then you got Kristen Wiig who kills me. It's like, nah, brah, dog. So what he said, I don't give two testicles, man. And then I'm thinking of Matt Riddle off of WWE, like, nah, bruh. Seeing
it's Matt Riddle.
And then I'm thinking of Beast Boy, nah, man. And I'm just cracking up because I'm just going in this circle.
If Hollywood ever decides they want to remake Airborne, get Greg Sipes.
Yep, get Greg Sipes.
You better get Sipes on there doing something, bruh. Like, come on.
Greg Sipes and the dog. Hey, guess what?
And he has to bring the dog.
He has to bring the dog. The dog is the package right there. It's a team package.
It's like, yeah, man. It's the dog. The dog is a vibe, bro.
Oh God!
This
podcast is zero reason for being so funny.
In all seriousness, though, shout out to Greg Sipes. We love you, man.
Yes,
honestly, God, how many times have we met and talked to Greg Sipes? Like what, 3-4 times?
3 times so far at this point. Like what kills me with Mitchell is like this guy has every chick. Like he could bone every chick in school. He could bone every chick in school because every chick, I can think the one chick that's like dreaming of him, he has on the California fucking shorts And he puts on the sunglasses and gives a thumbs up to her and shit. And I was like,
does a little thing that all white guys do with the scruff of their hair and go like that.
Meanwhile, me as a black guy, I can't do that. We can't do that. It's
no.
I mean, that was
even with an afro.
Most we can do is pick out our shit. That's all we can do. Pick out.
That was by far hands down.
And do this. They like.
That was
you ain't lying, nigga.
That was by far. Hey, Chris, that was by far the greatest line delivered in that whole movie.
I don't give two testicles.
Because number one, it comes clear the fuck out of nowhere.
I know
Two,
Jack Black was laughing his ass off on that.
Yeah,
one.
Jack Black laughed at it, which I think that wasn't supposed to be in the script.
Jack Black is in the background like testicles and laughed.
Like, he legit laughed at that. They were like, you know what? Keep it in.
Keep it in.
Keep it in.
Keep it in.
We weren't he wasn't ready for that. Obviously, no, he wasn't ready for that. I was ready for that, but I guarantee you, half the production crew wasn't ready for that.
I beg to differ. I think it was in the script, and they didn't know how it was going to sound.
How it was going to come out.
like there's some lines where you hear somebody yell it, you're like, that's the best you're going to get it. Like, it's sort of like that. You're not going to get it better than that. So I guess when he said, I don't give two testicles.
Oh, he was intense in that scene. He was intense.
I bet
the man was tight.
He was so tight. I bet everybody lost it. I guarantee you.
Because understand, people. Like D said, he was gonna probably finger Nikki that night because Nikki was already wet from the escapades at the fucking botanical gardens and shit. So I'm just saying, like at that point, it's like, all right, cool. Which, funny enough, I was laughing too because I was like,
City, bro. I'm just I
find it funny up to that point. He gets a package that has his rollerblades, and he's like gleaming like it's Christmas Day. Like, oh my god, I got my rollerblades from California. It's so great.
How you said I should have never left California for this. Like, I left California without him. Should wait, his extra power, which was rollerblading, because he's a surfer. Because it ain't that. Look, because here's the thing: it ain't that he's Californian enough. He needs to it ain't California enough with the bringing a surfboard to Ohio.
And tie-dye shirt, by the way.
Tie-dye shirt. Can't forget about that.
I do. You know what? You know what was so great was that he said was when he said that I should have never. Was when he said that I should have never left California without it. My man jumped. He ran into the room, jumped and smashed the freaking TV, and got the invincibility power from Sonic the Hedgehog. And you just see him. You see him jet out of the damn house with the rollerblades.
So when he said that, a part of me, this the real side of me. He's like, I should have never left California without this. And when he ran there, he ran right to that bog. He ran right to that bog.
Did y'all like the scene? Speaking of which, did y'all like the scene after the whole thing with them getting hazed? He comes home, and you come home from a long day at school and stuff like that. You're tired, right? I like how the mom looked at him like, "Oh my God, Mitch! Hey, Mitch, are you all right? We gotta call the hospital." He's like, "No, I'm fine." He was like, and she just slapped him like, "I thought you were on the drugs." I'm like,
1993.
Really? You thought he was on the drugs? Like he was tired. Like
1993, Chris. That's all I got to say to that. 1993.
The only thing missing was McGruff the dog. That was at that point. Really?
Hey, no. Kids coming home and eating the pills.
No. I feel you. I feel you, Chris. Yeah, you were missing McGruff the crime dog. They should have also added one more thing. Like, oh my God, I thought you were on the drugs. Why does she just toss him a Dare T-shirt?
Scruff, McGruff, Chicago, Illinois, 60652.
I am mad you remember that.
You remember that? Look, there are a lot of things I remember. I even remember
I don't know why I remember that.
I remember the address I remember the address to our old place in Largo, but I don't even remember jack shit from fucking Scruff McDog.
I don't remember.
Does that number still work? Does that number still work?
It's a defunct number, probably.
And look, Chris. Look, here's the funny thing. I don't remember none of my old addresses. I don't remember none of them. I don't remember old numbers. I barely remember old classmates' faces. Scruff, McGruff, Chicago, Illinois. Why do I do that?
Call that number and all of a sudden it goes to the local drug lord and shit.
No, not even a local drug lord. It will go straight to a sex hotline that's still in operation.
Some random Chicago dude is like, No, this is Penske Auto. What are you talking about?
Schiato.
Or it's Lori Lightfoot's fucking personal number now and shit. So
Hey, what you trying to do?
I hate you,
What you
Chris.
trying to do? What you trying to do? Nah. I only take BBWs that are white.
the whitest of white.
At that point, okay, Chris. At that point, I was like, D. That's when you say, Mo, like Mo Porne. Somebody want to talk to you.
They like BBWs. It's crazy. Oh my god, man! This movie is just the movie. You know what? I give the movie credit. It definitely does not wear out its welcome. It gets straight to the point. I will give the movie that because it's like it's an hour and a half. It gets to the point. Because, like I said, when you get to the point, because the part that had me rolling, it's the one that D put the video in our Facebook in the chat, right?
Oh, you talking about when the bullies came to the house?
He came to the house, right? And I like how Wally was like, "Oh, hey guys, what's going on? What are you doing here?" You know, and they come into the house. I like how the mom was like, "All right, boys, yeah, do y'all want some Kool-Aid or something?" And they're just looking at her. Like,
they look
hey.
They look at no. They look at her. They look at her, but at the same time, they still remember that they're kids. No, thank you. No, ma'am. No,
ma'am.
I was like, okay. I was like, okay. They got some home training. Got it. All right, cool.
I like how the dad is playing the typical dad where he's just lost in his thoughts apparently, and it's just like
my man was watching the game. He did not care about what was happening.
Dude was watching the fucking damn Indians and shit and was just like, what's going on? All right, fine. So they give them the death stare and shit, and all of a sudden, what's going on, man? You know,
the fact that he showed no fear. He's looking at all 6 of these guys going, guys, like if we're really gonna go down this road, don't you think we're gonna need some room? And while we're at it, Hail Hydra and one more. If you really want to do this, you're going to need a bigger knife.
Also,
Valverde.
I gotta be real. I bet that, Chris, when they did all that, because the movie is so formulaic to me, like, all right, this is the part where he's redeemed. And when I saw that, I was like, I hate this movie. I hate this movie. I hate this movie.
Jack
like I wasn't even trying to be cynical. I was just, wow, I actually really hate this movie.
Did you like Jack Black's line of like, "Oh man, you were so great. It's just, we got kind of tired of just being picked on and put down." I'm like, but guys, you can just go up to the people and punch them in the face and it's done.
On top of that, on top of that, it's 6 of you.
Hold up. Hit the e-brake. Time out. Stop a minute. Pull it back. Did y'all terrorize him?
Thank you.
Was there some deleted scene that we like? Was there,
movie?
No, was there?
I forgot what happened.
No, D. Was there a deleted scene somewhere that didn't make it into the theatrical cut?
As far as I know, y'all had like a West Side Story fucking beef with the preppies, and that was about it. There was no TV.
There was that. Then comes the kid from California, and you act like he pulled the Daniel move, where all you guys were sitting in the bathroom taking a shit, and he comes in with the water hose and just dumps it on all of y'all.
No, it's like, dog, y'all act like he came into your territory and was imposing his will. It's like he didn't do anything.
Oh hell, California, and those who don't follow me, like yo, y'all know. I don't get it.
I am Mitchell, North California.
Mitchell and Jack literally almost turned into Daniel and Johnny Lawrence moment.
Seriously, even in the final race, I like how Jack rollerblades right over to Mitchell, stares at him, and then goes to start the race. I'm like, so Jack that still doesn't like Mitch. All right, whatever.
I'm gonna be real with you. When I saw all of everybody and the way everybody was, and I'm like, all of you are gay. All of you are gay. I don't even mean that to be funny. There's at least 4 of you who are homosexuals. You need to come out the closet.
There's a lot of white boy intensity in that
race.
Yeah,
there's a lot of white boy gay, like weird homosexual energy that comes out of that.
The main preppy guy.
But look at the bright side of this. Snake crossed the finish line first.
Yes, the minority.
The minority won.
Oh,
See,
the
the
token
brown person won.
Also the token Asian on the preppy side.
Yep.
See,
They had
guys
no
were
arc.
being forward.
That had zero arc.
No arc, no nothing.
no arc. Actually, Snake went and did what?
I mean, I was
Well, no, it was like a number.
Think about it.
It was a numbered race, like a certain number of.
A certain number of people.
Yeah, a certain number of people from either team has to cross, and they.
Never mind. I take back my comment.
Side note, guys. Did you love the fact that the two guys that the movie emphasized really weren't worth a damn skating? They kept the continuity up because I like how Seth Green and Jack Black and the other dude on the preppy side were the ones that got fucked up going down the hill. Like,
I mean, come on. With Seth Green, he could barely play hockey. So what made you think he could even
I know,
skate?
but that's what made it fun.
He's
That's what made
allergic
it
to
funny.
running.
I mean,
Seriously, yeah.
Yeah. You
He's
know,
allergic to running. I got you.
I like how you had that guy. Did you like the one guy that clearly wasn't paying attention and hit the shit out of that fucking hill?
Oh, that was hilarious.
Just slam. It was
mad.
like, bam. I'm like, yo.
I'm just mad that the director, not at 1 second, when all those kids were skating up that hill, I am so mad. The director just didn't say, cut one time.
Nah, he showed the intensity of how. Let
me
me tell you something.
All of that.
I have skated uphill. Yo, I mean, sure, you want to show how rough it is going uphill, but I didn't need like 2 minutes of that shit. Like, yo, cut that shit down.
Okay. Good example is an episode of The Simpsons I just saw where Bart was right at night. He's like, it's still nighttime. Better use the generator. He clicked on the generator.
Yeah.
He's like,
Let me tell you. Hey,
hold on. They only showed that for 10 seconds. I had to see all 45 seconds of
every person going up the hill.
D, let me tell you something. That shit, you know, when I saw that in the cartoon, I didn't think that was real until I went to Japan and did that. That shit's real.
Oh yeah.
Wait a minute. So is it really that heavy on the break? Wow.
Yeah. Is that
get a light? Just get a light. Just get a flashlight.
Yeah, I had to get a light.
Just get a fucking lantern. Just click. You're done.
But does everybody going up the hill and the heavy breathing like?
That's why I say that man. Why you have to show every second of that?
Cool. But like, well, D obviously, you know, when they showed Jack and the other rival dude, and then all of a sudden they played the hero music when Mitchell's behind them, like I'm like, oh.
I hate that. I hated that so much.
I mean,
I hated that so much.
Apparently,
at least it didn't. Hey, at least it wasn't as annoying as hearing the theme song in Delta Force every 5 minutes.
True. But I mean,
got me there.
Apparently, Devil's background has scoliosis because that shit went downhill and then crossed the highway and then going up a hill and through. I'm like, so now the backbone just turned into just whatever.
Devil's backbone.
I like how Wiley described it. Like, yeah, it's just Devil's backbone was so intense because the last person one day he got so messed up, and I'm like, that's not really a good description of the Devil's backbone.
That's a terrible description. Why would I do that? No, like, but why? Why would I do that? Why would I do any of that?
I mean, just looking at the race, it's like, yeah, my ass would have fucking hit that guardrail and I would have been KO'd. So that's not happening.
You know what? I'm not that type of person to really question this, but I'm like, this just seems weird for Cincinnati to have this.
It wouldn't be weird.
You know, I'm not saying that they can't. Not at all. But because it's like, would it be right in York? No, it wouldn't be right in Maryland either. Like none of this. Like it just seems like these are the wrong states to have this type of race. You know, like this is like, here's
the crazy part, right? So
they can't.
No, they actually did. They filmed it, and the whole scene was filmed all over the Cincinnati area. That whole scene.
Okay. At least I'll give it that.
So it was basically
that's pretty damn good.
It was it was basically a whole township inside Cincinnati. So I was like, oh, so y'all actually did film this in Cincinnati, like legit filmed the whole thing.
So I'll give the movie its props. I'll give the movie its props. I like that. I actually personally like that, especially when it comes to a city that you don't normally see, because we're so used to seeing New York, California, all of California.
Well,
you know, even though
was California, and then it was like not in Ohio.
Like, even though, yes, we get Southern California all the time, we don't get Northern California that much, but we do get to see the Bay Area a lot. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I do like it when it's a secondary city. Like like even like I can't even say that we are DC. Well, we're DC gets filmed all the damn time. Like, you know what I mean? So we're not a secondary city. So if it's like in Baltimore, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's secondary. Like it's sort of like that. I like it when it's in a city that they normally don't go to, and when it's authentic too. So if it's like parts of Cincinnati, cool.
I like
I'm
to
all
say
for
this.
that.
The director is Rob Bowman, right? Rob Bowman.
I like how they revealed his name in the title card. Did y'all like that? It was like the kid, like he had the skate, the surfboard. You just saw Rob.
Rob Bowman is a director. He's directed a lot of TV shows. I can't believe we're falling full circle back to this. He directed the whole Parker Lewis Can't Lose TV show.
Chris, we're not doing it.
I know we're not doing it, but I'm just saying.
Chris, how is it that we've been doing this podcast for 10 years and we're still mentioning Parker Lewis Can't Lose?
I don't know. It's like you throw a stone and you hit
like,
that movie.
yo, how is it that we have been flirting with the idea? No, it's not happening. No, it's not happening.
But you got to understand,
we're not
this
doing
is
it. But it's always funny how we get back to that show.
But this is a guy. But you got to understand, out of the movies that he did the X-Files movie. He did Airborne.
Yes,
right?
he did. Yeah.
He did Reign of Fire, and I fucking love that ridiculous ass movie.
You like that?
Yeah, dude, it's Batman and fucking McConaughey fighting a dragon. I mean,
yeah, but I'm just kind of shocked you like that,
dude, because it's ridiculous. Bald-headed Matthew McConaughey being a crazed dragon killer and shit. It's like, all right, cool.
The second I saw McConaughey and he had whatever weird, it wasn't even the accent he had. What was going on with that?
He was supposed to be an American.
Yeah, it was like he was American. It was like weird, whatever. So yeah, I get you.
And then he turned around and did Elektra, and I'm like,
that's what that.
And he hasn't done a movie since then. So
really,
no, he's just been doing. He does TV shows, and he's been doing. Actually, he's more of a producer because he's actually doing that ABC show, The Rookie.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So, and also he apparently he loves Nathan Fillion because he executive produced the whole Castle TV show.
Oh, so he's exactly all right. See, he did Castle, so he's fine, man.
He's doing TV stuff at this point. So it's like, all right, cool.
It is kind of funny, like I said again, where some people, me and my wife had this. We had this conversation. When you look at Jack Black and Seth Green, who won? And it's like that's unfair. That's unfair.
They both won in different ways.
They both won in different ways. You can say Jack won because look at the roles he took on, but Jack at the same time, really, to me, when he did his movie already, he hit his pinnacle already, which was School of Rock. But outside of that, he just say yes to shit that he knows he can nail. So so is that, and on top of that, he's still doing Tenacious D. It's like, so yeah, that's great. But then you look at Seth, who's been busy, really, really busy. Yeah, like he's been doing different shows. He was Leonardo at one point.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Robot Chicken. Still doing Family Guy. Like, yo, Seth stays busy, man. So,
but that's why I was like, out of everybody in there, Seth Green, Jack Black, Jacob Vargas, and Alana Ubach are like the four that kind of stayed consistently working. Maybe you could say Brittany Powell to a degree. Maybe.
No, Brittany didn't.
Okay, so it's just those four that.
No, really... because remember I told you Brittany in '97. That's where the last big thing she did, and the last time we probably would do anything with her, which was the movie Fled. Like I said,
true. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's Fled. That's like you know. I have been. Like, no bullshit. I have been thinking for a while, should we ever do Fled?
I should. Good.
I don't know, man. Stephen Baldwin, Fishburne, maybe.
Hey, we're playing together, brother. We got to run in rhythm. Got to run in rhythm.
Black man, white man, escaping together. Somehow you have the biggest stakes in all this.
No, you know what kill me with the race though, right? There are moments like at one point, like I said, there are people that
I hate how the race is the best thing about this movie.
like you said, like the last 20 or 30 minutes of this movie is literally like just them racing. And what was killer about it was, so at one point, there's one part where there's a kid that clearly was at the beginning, right? He slid. Somehow, I guess he didn't get hit by the car, but he slid underneath the car or whatever and got stuck underneath the car, that kind of shit. And I was like, ouch.
A part of me also said, just to be funny. Like when he just slipped there, just to be funny, I was like, dead.
All the time. Yo, like the car magically stopping and he gets stuck underneath. I was like, that car would have kept going. He would have been done.
Yeah. Now, here's the funny. You know what I hate about life? You know what I hate about life? I hear people that were hit by buses lived. No broken bones. Shoes ran over by the tire. Oh, yeah. Shoes went flying. Shoes always go flying. But here's the funny thing. There have been
Dane Cook for that goddamn joke.
That Dane Cook is right. It's the truth. People, when you get hit by, I don't know about a car, but actually, yes. Yeah, you get hit, shoes go flying. But here's the funny thing. There have been people that I have seen. I heard about a guy hit by cars, got ran over by cars, survived, got right up. I heard a story about one of my friends, like, yeah, man, no, I got hit by a car, man, and ran over my hip and everything. Man, I got up like, man, what the fuck? You was fine? I was fine. You don't do cocaine. No. How did you live? And then you hear people, they get like grazed by a car and they shatter their fucking elbow. Like, yo, I don't understand how this shit works, man.
I'm sorry, I swear to you, man. Like me and Eris, we were dying laughing at Crank 2 when fucking Obalene got hit by the car and her shoes fell off. And me and Eris were dying because I was like, dog, her shoes just flew off. And they slow motion to the shoes flying off too. That's what made it even more fucking hilarious.
Like I said, like the shoes go flying.
No, here's the thing that got me right. We were talking about how Mitchell jumped over the car, right? I like how the build up to it was Mitchell caught up with the guys and they did the chain link thing where they like used their inertia to like push him up and stuff. And all of a sudden it was like, oh god, a car. I'm like,
I always like it because you hear the guitar riff.
I was like, he didn't even jump on top of the hood and jump off. It was, he somehow was magically with leg strength just jump over the car. Not even Michael Jordan could do that.
No shit. Kobe couldn't do that shit, nigga. What?
Don't get it twisted. If you put a movie where they did that, I'd probably be like, all right, fine, fuck it, whatever. But Mitchell was like, you're on rollerblades and you did that? Like, come on.
Nah, the shit that kills me is even when he did the shit over the overpass, I was like, the same thing I did when he did the show over. I was dead serious. Like, a movie, you deserve something. And when he did that shit, I was like, and he came down like, boom, here's me. Bullshit. Your knees is dead. Your knees are gone.
Or your ass when you slid on that fucking that hot ass fucking damn tailgate of the fucking damn tow truck. I'm like, all right, movie, fine.
Nigga, you know what? No, you slowed down, man. Like, yo, come on.
And it became because Mitchell got lost and stuff because apparently nobody gave instructions on the devil's backbone near the tail end of the fucking thing. So it's like,
you know what? I was telling myself, so did everybody like hop in a car and go to the end?
Well, Seth Green and the other boy did because it was just like,
that's what I was like. What the?
Because did you like the part?
Did you see that shit too? Like, did he just zip back over there?
Bro, when they almost got clotheslined by that fucking by the fucking truck and they all slid underneath it and shit, and Mitchell's the only one that recovered, I was like, all right, movie. Cool. Yeah, I guess that was the way to get Mitchell by himself and shit,
Sure, but, I guess.
I mean, like I said, the whole thing is just funny to me.
Mitchell had California power. Here's the funny thing. That's unfair. He had California powers. The powers of California beat.
The only one rollerblading in shorts, apparently, because I'm like, again, like if I'm rollerblading, I'm putting on pants. I'm sorry, I respect my skin too much to not get fucked up and shit, because that's just no. I got scabs all over my fucking legs and shit because I fucking was sliding and stuff. Just nah.
I don't know, man.
Oh my god! It's just the fact that old boy.
He stopped doing that, do it without elbow pads and shit, being brave because he's so used to it. I'm not doing nothing heavy right now, man.
I'm just mad. My dude literally fumbled the bag by literally like, I'm gonna tackle this boy near the bridge, and that dude just hockey heat checked him into the Ohio River. I'm like, well, that was the end of that.
I mean, he Barry Sanders juked that nigga into the river. I laughed like a motherfucker, yeah. I'm like, why you gonna heat check that nigga right there at the river, bro?
I want to know how much was the stunt guy paid to do that fucking just the fucking dead dive into the fucking Ohio River and shit. I really want to know that. That cold ass Ohio River too.
That
by
cold
the way.
river, yeah, really. Yeah, I'm seeing people, bro. I'm like, it's gotta be at least like 70. I was like, it's gotta be at least like 50 degrees out there.
I know my dude had the full fucking Nike attire on and shit, but nah, bro. And then it's the fact that like Jack all of a sudden he gained respect for Mitchell because he came back for him, and then they did the winner pose going into the finish line. I'm like, yay! So the public school kids triumph. So
yeah, you preppy kids get on the back of the side of what? You get on the side, Cincinnati. Yeah, Cincinnati. We're the second biggest city. We're the second biggest city in Ohio. Yeah. Nah, real talk. And if it sounds like I'm clowning Ohio, I'm not. I'm looking at the riverfront skyline picture. Oh God, it looks beautiful. It looks beautiful. No bullshit. I'd never been to Cincinnati. I just never been to Cincinnati. I've been to Ohio, never been there.
Yeah, I forgot.
Been to Louisville. I've been to Louisville, but never been to Cincinnati. So yeah.
Yeah, I forgot Brittany Powell was one of the many chicks that during the 90s that popped up on like Saved by the Bell and shit.
She was like, all those kids, like, that's why it's kind of interesting when you look at some of the kids with child actors at the time and who they were connected to. You can kind of see what circles they ran in. And some people just stay like, you can tell like the Canadian kids, you can tell the Canadian kids.
I mean, because even looking at the cast, like I say, I know Chris Conrad and Brittany Powell for sure popped up in like Saved by the Bell and those like young adult shows and stuff at the time. Seth Green was in Buffy at that time, TV show.
Yes,
so he wasn't really traveling in those circles and stuff. But I know for fact, like Chris Conrad and Brittany Powell were definitely like in that circle with like the Saved by the Bell kids and the Sweet Valley High group and shit, and even and even to the degree of I keep bringing the show up, Young Hercules. That group with fucking old boy
syndicated television, and you gotta think about it. Like, now Young Hercules. Now you can tell with some of them is like the studios,
the Disney Channel.
You can tell the Disney kids. You can tell the kids who were like with like other studios like Universal.
WB.
The kids that always with Warner Brothers. Yeah, there were some people that were just stuck in that circle too. Yeah. I think, and I want to say Seth was a Warner Brothers kid, but I think he was actually a Disney kid.
Well, I mean, if he was on Buffy, it's more Warner Brothers than anything.
I think he is more Warner Brothers.
God, Ryan Gosling was Hercules. Holy shit!
Wait a minute, Ryan Gosling was
Gosling was Hercules in Young Hercules.
Really, I didn't know that.
Yep. That was actually a popular show. That's kind of wild to me. It's like, wow, that was actually a pretty popular show that ran for some seasons. That's kind of crazy. It's interesting.
My stepmom's an alien. Wow, I forgot about that movie.
But yeah, that's Airborne, folks. Like I said, it's an endearing movie and stuff. I don't know. It's just for some reason, it's just that movie just captured it. But it was really the race at the end that just kind of. But you know what though?
It's the Disney movie. It's the Disney movie that never got pitched.
Edie McClellan is still around. I thought she died.
Do you know what it reminded me?
Died.
What's crazy? Because we did the podcast on Side Out, right? Airborne really did kind of follow along the lines of those sports movies in a way where the main character had to go through some sort of dumb adversity and shit. And then boom, that's there. So much as it's a fish out of water movie, it was still that kind of like adversity, and then boom, they overcome it.
Basically, Chris, every Disney touchstone and DreamWorks picture.
Actually, I take it a step further. You remember that stupid ass movie that they were promoting called Motocross the movie?
Yep.
Yeah,
I remember it.
Yeah,
that's when Hollywood was trying to take that kind of concept of sports movies and make it uber serious for no fucking reason. I'm like,
they always do that.
I don't get that. I don't understand it. Like, I like motocross, but there's no fucking drama behind the scenes. It was family drama. Like, what? Come on.
You know what? Here's the thing. Like, people like when it comes to sports movies, you can do two things. Oh man, it's a wacky comedy, or you can go serious. I think nobody was asking for that. That's what it is. When there's zero, like if you heard about a racing movie coming out about NASCAR and it was serious, you'll be kind of like, okay, what's it about?
So Days
you
of
know
Thunder.
what I mean?
All right, cool.
Days of Thunder, yeah, good example. Drive was F1, but yeah, still Drive was like that too, yeah. Like you'll be kind of interested. Not like then you had Biker Boys where it was just made up.
And then there was and then there was Torque.
Torque. What was Torque trying to do?
Biker Boys and Torque came out at the time where they were
Biker
trying
Boys,
to do this.
Look. See, Biker Boys was
Black Biker Club.
Well,
Actually, you know what? I would say that was the prelude to Sons of Anarchy in a way because it was Black Biker Club and shit. And it's like that was a thing. That was a thing. It's a thing.
I get it. I guess that was about it. But what was Torque? What was Torque trying to do? It was like there was money on the line.
Side note for a second.
What was Torque about?
And then it all led up to Ride with Norman Reedus.
What was Ride about?
It's just about him going across the country.
It was basically
with motorcycles. It's just him and Norman. It's just Norman and whatever cameo guest stars from Walking Dead on this show.
Random, but I gotta actually ask this because this has been on my mind for a while. Have you noticed the influx of black women that just go towards Norman Reedus and Bernthal?
Yeah.
That threw me off. That's just something that throws me off. I'm not saying that those guys aren't attractive in their own way, but I just noticed that recently. I was like, I didn't.
Well,
that came out of nowhere. I didn't expect that.
First of all, you see Norman Reedus and you immediately think, oh, redneck with a crossbow, and the fact that he's damn near bulletproof throughout 10 seasons of Walking Dead, so naturally women were attracted to him.
Black men in particular. That's what threw me off.
Actually, no, not at all. See, there was a movie called Boondock Saints, and there was a lot of black girls who got a fetish for that type of Irish shit. So
nah, D, you're wrong. There was also the black. Really? Let me finish. There was also the the subset of black girl nerds who saw this movie called Blade 2 and thought that he was cute.
Yeah, same thing. Same vibe, nigga. Same vibe. Oh my God, you a white boy. You didn't wash for one day. You kind of sexy.
but explain Bernthal as angry white guy. I need to know this. That's the one that I'm like, Bernthal?
I got you, Chris. His workout scene in Wolf of Wall Street.
Okay. I mean, granted,
seriously, him hitting the free weights in the backyard and then telling what's his name? So, hey, just tell your sister I was thinking about her, man.
First off, that is the most ghetto, grimy shit ever, and it fit him perfectly. Like, who works out in their front yard? I'm like, that's some hood ass shit right there.
He's like, hey, Ma, do we got any more chicken left? Ma!
It just reminded me from old boy from Snowfall, this dude's cousin that works out in the front yard of his yard in fucking damn Compton and shit. And I'm like, that is some fucking grimy ass shit.
Dudes who drug dealers do that. That's a drug dealer move. Be out front. Look the way man. So I was thinking that. Hey, what's up, Miss Johnson? Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, see they get. Hey, get the fucking shit tonight, man. We're gonna put in there. Hey, Mom. Yeah, we out front. What the fuck you mean, Ma? That's
what I'm like, yo. I swear to God, like, yo. And you know what's crazy too? So the company that did Airborne, Icon Productions, they're still making movies to this day.
Really?
Yeah, because Airborne was one of their early movies because they did Hamlet, Forever Young, and Airborne. They really loved themselves some Mel Gibson early on because it was nothing but Mel Gibson movies earlier on. So it was basically Hamlet, Forever Young, Man Without a Face, Maverick, Braveheart, Payback, and I'm like, yo, y'all love yourselves some fucking Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson must have had some stake in the company.
Yeah, had to and stuff, and then they were behind Passion of the Christ.
Yep, they had to. It definitely was. This probably was Mel Gibson's company then.
Probably, and then later on,
Mel Gibson's company.
Then later on, they did Black Dynamite and Push. Edge of Darkness, another Mel Gibson movie. So I think he does have some stake in it and stuff.
Yeah, he has to.
The Nice Guys, Hacksaw Ridge, Hotel Mumbai. Wow. That's the recent one. And and now they're doing Passion of the Christ Resurrection.
Hey, they're making another. Wait. They're making a.
I am so mad that they went with the freaking subtitle Resurrection. That is too easy.
Tentatively titled for right now.
That's not funny. They're not making a sequel to
Tentatively
Passion of the Christ.
Tentatively titled for right now.
I say keep it in line with with the old title, The Passion of the Christ, The Return of the Christ.
Man.
Yo, hey, Eric, hey, Chris. Here's the problem. This is the reason why I'm against this. For one reason, you know as well as I do, we cannot make a trilogy out of this shit. If I know the Bible, okay, he comes back. How you gonna make a third movie though? Are we gonna bring? Look. Oh, Chris, I got it. Oh, I know what you're gonna do. Third movie, you're gonna bring Paul into it, and Paul is gonna start the universe.
No. I got an even better one. Here's an even better idea. Here's how you make the third movie, D. You hire Arnold. You hire Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know where I'm going with this?
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
No, I don't.
You hire Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's going to put on the sunglasses, travel back through time, and save Jesus like the Mad TV sketch.
Nah, because Mel Gibson, when he does these movies, he keeps it serious.
I know he keeps it serious. Can I have my fantasy, please, Chris? Damn.
No.
Because I would love to see a whole ass feature-length film of that damn sketch.
I would take Arnold Schwarzenegger as Paul.
I want to see. I just want to know.
I would take him as Paul.
I just want to know how
big Austrian man as Paul.
60 years old. I don't like this Christ. Who is this Christ? I don't want to be him. And then
Actually,
he falls off.
Schwarzenegger's in his 70s, dude.
Yeah, he's in his 70s.
Then he falls off the motherfucking horse. Look, it hurts me. Falls off the horse.
Falls off the horse.
What is this light? The light is blinding me.
Fucking Jim Caviezel as fucking Jesus. Like
this. Your name is not Paul. Your name is not Saul no more. It is Paul. That is not even that creative, but I do it anyway. I always had a problem with that.
How dare you change my name? Because if you don't change it back, then the hell with you.
Like, man, this rope. When I heard he changed his name to Paul, I'm like this. I'm like, so let me get it. It was Saul, and you changed it to Paul. And like, he's a Roman that did that, trying to be like the Christians. I'm like, oh, look at a white boy trying to be all black. My name's not Christopher, it's Crystal.
Icon Productions was founded by Mel Gibson and his partner Bruce Davey.
What you say? It was?
So, Mel Gibson and Bruce Davey. It's because, funny enough, apparently Hollywood was not feeling financing Hamlet.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, he wanted to do Hamlet.
Yeah.
He wanted to do Hamlet, and people in Hollywood were like, I don't know. And that's how the company kind of came about. And now Hamlet was their first movie that they did, and just kind of went from there. I was like, wow.
So they didn't want to go. So they didn't want to go with the Schwarzenegger version of Hamlet in Last Action Hero.
Not to be. Hold on. So let me get this straight.
You killed my brother. Big mistake.
Let me get this right. You mean to tell me that Mel Gibson is part of the reason that Jack Black has a career?
Yes, he does.
This is weird how that works. This is weird how that works.
I want to know if Mel Gibson popped up on the set of Airborne just to kind of oversee what was happening and shit. This is the third movie.
All these assholes on rollerblades.
This is the third movie in that company, so you already did Forever Young.
You know he's looking at it.
Yeah, because Hamlet and Forever Young was his first two movies that did pretty decently, right? So all of a sudden, when you're getting told, hey, so we got this movie Airborne that we want to make and stuff. All right, sure. And I know he had to come on the set at least once or twice.
I mean, I know his name not down here for executive producer, but I know he showed up.
That's his money on the line, dog. Like,
oh man, yeah, that's part of the company, bro.
It's like, what are these kids doing? Rollerblading? Are the Jews here? Whoa, Mel, chill.
Oh, you know he asked that. Is it a Jew?
Put me back in.
Did you say put me back?
Yes.
You heard him.
Oh, you are in.
Huh?
No. Chris, you can
Never
put
mind,
this.
Chris.
Never mind.
Chris.
Oh,
We got reference.
sorry, my bad. Sorry. Sorry, man. I'm totally sorry. I missed the joke.
Yo. All right. So let's just wrap this bitch up. Let's go. Give me the box office mojo because I'm looking at the budget. The budget was $2.6 million and it only made
$3 million.
$2.9 million domestically.
Total.
What did it fight? Did it have a fight?
Because it came out opening weekend with Striking Distance. So it didn't even crack the top 10. It was like number 12. So number one was Striking Distance. Actually, it was Fugitive. So Striking Distance, Fugitive, Undercover Blues, True Romance. Wow, The Man Without a Face, which means it was facing its own fucking movie in the same studio house. Age of Innocence, Jurassic Park, Sleepless in Seattle, Into the West, Real McCoy, and then 11 and 12 was Hard Target and Airborne.
I gotta be real with you. I got to be very real with you. I'm done.
So you already had another movie under Icon, The Man Without a Face, that came out at the same time as this movie too. Not the same week, but like,
baby.
And Airborne was literally probably the lower budgeted of all of their movies at that time.
Warner Brothers said
so. It broke even. So basically, the movie broke even because I'm pretty sure they didn't put nothing in marketing.
That's what I'm saying. They couldn't be that much in marketing, man. I don't remember this in 90. I really don't remember this movie being marketed that much back then.
Here's the thing. The mark of knowing that something got marketed is if you go to YouTube and just type in the movie, usually you'll see commercial spots of old movies. Right?
Sometimes, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Airborne, nothing. Just one trailer, and that is it.
And you know it's bad when you only find one trailer. And that's the real one trailer. Just one trailer. That's a problem. That's how you know it's a low. See, I expect when I found Delta Force, I didn't put it up on the episode, but when I found Delta Force, there was just one trailer, but it was like 5 different qualities of it. I was like, see, that makes sense because everybody, that makes sense. Now, then there's like 3 different trailers, and then there's the TV spots, and the big movies have the TV spots, but with Airborne, nothing. It's hard to find anything. Hard to find anything about this movie outside except certain scenes. That's about it. So yeah, I believe it. I believe they put nothing in the marketing.
No. I mean, for it to break even,
probably a couple of advertisements. Probably in a Tiger Beat or something. Nah, nothing that big.
Yeah, that's why I was like, this would be surprising if Hollywood tried to remake this as under a different name and shit.
Here's the thing. As much as I see people rollerblade and stuff like that, is it really that? Is the enthusiasm for a movie there?
Not really.
You know what I mean? Like to me at this point, America needs to follow suit of the anime and just be over the top. You know what I mean? If we're gonna make a movie about sports, let's just be over the top with it, bruh. So I don't know. I'm not sure. Do we have enough people that like rollerblading for us to make a movie?
Yeah, I mean, I always sit there and say that if Hollywood's going to remake movies, I'd rather they remake the fucking movies that people barely even know about or don't know about.
I would like to see them remake this movie, but keep it in the 90s.
Ooh.
That'd be funny. See, I'm down for stuff like that.
Keep the 90s aesthetic.
Yeah, I'm down for that. Like a good example of that, Roll Bounce. Roll Bounce is a great example of that. And if somebody wants to remake ATL, yeah, remake it in the 2000s.
Early 2000s.
The early 2000s. Remake it like that. Especially during that time in
Atlanta.
It's in Atlanta and skating and all that. Hell yeah. Certain skating rinks. I like skating rinks in the South. Skating rinks in the South do it right to me. like in Maryland, it's like the ones in Maryland, yeah, they hood and shit. It's nice and all that. I mean, no, it ain't. It's raggedy up here, man. Yeah, look, man. No, there's a reason why Crystal Skate is leaving.
The only one that's really knocking is the Lanham one. That's about it.
The Lanham one is still there too, yeah, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, the ones in the South, they do it right.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is and stuff. But yeah, it's. Anyways, that's Airborne, folks, and hope you guys enjoyed that we finally did the movie.
Yep.
What we got next, sir?
Well, next week we're going to be live, and we're going to be doing a movie. Actually redoing a movie that we did once before. It's going to be on the weekend of BlurredCon. We're going to be at BlurredCon that next Saturday, Christopher. We're going to be talking about Goofy movie. Yes, and you're probably saying, "What about the Goofy movie?" Well, you're just going to have to be there just to hear what we're going to talk about it. Just be there, be square, or whatever it is. But anyway, that being said. Also, next week's show is a movie that we're redoing, and that is Players Club. The Players Club. This was Lisa Ray's first movie, and it was the first time I saw Lisa Ray.
We are doing that, aren't we?
Yep. And the first time I saw Lisa Ray, Chris, I don't know if you were like me, but I said it. I don't think she can act.
Work the hell out of that King magazine cover, can't she?
That's old nigga. Now that was famous. That King magazine was famous.
Be real.
I remember that.
Maybe because I'm a stan for this chick. Reagan Gomez had the better King magazine cover.
I remember seeing hers, and I remember dudes being crazy over that, but I don't remember it though. I gotta look at it.
There's certain black actresses.
It's just that I think just for me, it was the Little Kim one and the Lisa Ray one. I remember. Lisa
Ray is such an enigma when it comes to black movies because.
To me, she was not good, but she survived somehow. She's a celebrity
because she did the Chitlin Circuit movies. That's what she did.
I think that's what really did it. The Chitlin Circuit movies. That's really what did it.
She did the Yeehaw Agenda movie with the women with the cowboys.
Yeehaw Agenda.
Yeah, I'm calling the Yeehaw
What
Agenda.
is with you, Yeehaw Agenda?
No, because we rarely get black people in westerns, and yes, it was her, Little Kim, and the other chick, and Monica Calhoun as black cowboys and shit. I'm a sucker for those kind of films because, like, hey.
I think Paula Jai Parker was in that.
I think she was in that one. But like, I'm a sucker for cowboy movies. So when I see Lisa Ray in cowboy gear, I was like, that's actually pretty cool.
I remember her in but Players Club was this Players Club to me. I didn't realize that like Terrence Howard was there. Didn't know that. That like blew my mind.
Also you could tell the ice
stack was. Oh yeah, and Michael Clark Duncan was there. It was like he was like, really? That was him? Like, yes.
Also, you could tell Ice Cube was still in his early days of attempting to write movies. So it's like you could tell there was a struggle in terms of the way he scripted the movie. Especially compared to Friday, So. Mm-hmm. But anyways, Players Club. That's gonna be fun. And if you're at BlurredCon, definitely be there for us talking about a Goofy movie. You definitely don't want to miss that.
All right.
So with that in mind, we'll catch you guys later. Peace out.
All right, peace.